Welcome to GlobeTold, where we bring you the most thrilling stories from the history of our world. Today, we're whisking you away to 9th century Al-Andalus, a golden age of innovation in what's now southern Spain. Imagine a bustling marketplace in Cordoba, alive with the scent of saffron and the chatter of merchants. Amid the crowd stands a young man with a spark in his eyes, Abbas Ibn Firnas, born around 810 AD in the town of Ronda. We don't know much about his early years, but Abbas grew up in a world where knowledge was everything. Al-Andalus was a melting pot of cultures. Muslims, Christians, and Jews shared ideas, and Cordoba's libraries were packed with translated Greek, Persian, and Indian texts. As a boy, Abbas was obsessed with the stars, often sneaking onto rooftops to gaze at the night sky. He'd sketch constellations and dream of flying among them, inspired by legends of Daedalus, the Greek who soared with wings of wax. By his teens, Abbas was already a polymath, a poet, musician, and tinkerer. He'd spend hours in Cordoba's workshops, watching blacksmiths and glassblowers, asking endless questions. How can we harness the wind? He'd wonder aloud, sketching designs for machines no one had ever seen. His curiosity was unstoppable, and it was about to change the world. Fast forward to Abbas in his 30s, now a respected scholar in Cordoba. He had a workshop bursting with wonders, scrolls on astronomy, vials of molten glass, and gears he'd carved himself. Abbas wasn't just a dreamer, he was a creator. One of his first inventions was a water clock, called a clepsydra, but with a magical twist. It didn't just tell time, it used flowing water to move tiny figures, like a mechanical puppet show. Picture kids in Cordoba crowding around, giggling as miniature boats sailed across a basin every hour. But Abbas didn't stop there. He turned his genius to glass, a craft Al-Andalus was famous for. Back then, glass was cloudy and imperfect. Abbas experimented with silica and minerals, inventing a method to make crystal-clear glass perfect for lenses and drinking cups. Soon, Cordoba's markets were buzzing with his invention, glasses so pure you could see the world in sharper detail. Traders nicknamed him the Glass Whisperer, and his fame began to soar. He also loved astronomy, building an armillary sphere, a model of the stars with rotating rings. Abbas used it to teach students about the cosmos, pointing out constellations like Orion and explaining how the planets danced across the sky. But deep down, his childhood dream of flying never faded. He'd watch birds glide over the Guadalquivir River, sketching their wings and whispering, "If they can fly, why can't we?" By 875 AD, Abbas Ibn Firnas was in his 60s, a celebrated inventor and poet at the court of Emir Abd al-Rahman II. But his biggest dream was about to take flight. Literally. For years he'd studied birds, noting how their wings curved to catch the wind. He designed a contraption that would make history, a wooden frame covered in silk and eagle feathers, shaped like giant wings. Abbas announced his plan to the people of Cordoba. He would fly like a bird. Word spread like wildfire, and on a crisp morning, a crowd gathered on a hillside overlooking the city. Dressed in a flowing robe, Abbas stood tall, his grey hair catching the sunrise. He strapped on his wings, his heart racing with excitement. "Today," he declared, "we will touch the sky." The crowd cheered, children waving colourful banners as Abbas prepared for the leap of a lifetime. He ran down the hill, the wings catching the breeze. Up he went, soaring above the crowd, gliding for nearly a minute. The people below gasped in awe, shouting, "He's flying! He's really flying!" Abbas floated over the valley, the city of Cordoba sparkling beneath him. For a moment he was a bird, free among the clouds, living his childhood dream. When he landed, the crowd erupted in cheers. Abbas had done the impossible. He'd become one of the first humans to achieve controlled flight over 600 years before the Wright Brothers. His daring feat inspired generations, earning him a place in history as a pioneer of aviation. Abbas Ibn Firnas's flight wasn't just a stunt, it was a spark. His ideas influenced later inventors, including Leonardo da Vinci, who sketched his own flying machines centuries later. Abbas's work in glassmaking revolutionized optics, paving the way for telescopes and eyeglasses. His water clocks inspired new ways to measure time, and his armillary sphere helped astronomers map the stars. Today, Abbas is celebrated as a hero of innovation. In Cordoba, a bridge is named after him, and a crater on the moon bears his name. A perfect tribute for a man who reached for the sky. In Iraq, an airport honors his legacy, and across the world, festivals celebrate his daring spirit with kite-flying contests and hot air balloon displays. Abbas Ibn Firnas showed us that dreams can take flight, no matter how impossible they seem. So the next time you look up at the sky, think of the soaring dreamer from Al-Andalus, who proved that with curiosity and courage, we can all touch the stars. Thanks for joining us on GlobeTold. If you loved this story, give us a big thumbs up, hit that like button, and subscribe to GlobeTold for more incredible tales from around the world. Don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss an adventure. Where should we travel next? Drop your ideas in the comments below. We can't wait to hear from you.